wants to tame me. You can't catch me on the run, cause I'm gone, yeah. I blaze trails, set fire to what's behind me. No, I'm never looking back, I'm on the run. I could only ever be what I'm made to be. It feels good when I'm living on the edge. Watch me now, roll like thunder, gonna shake the ground. Can't stop me now, I don't give up and I won't back down. I'm a force of nature, can't be contained. I got lightning running all through my veins. Watch me now, watch me now.
Hello, Mountaineers. I'm the Wolfman, Dale Wolfley, and this is the Wolfman's Call for the Mountaineers review of the Pittsburgh Panthers. Brought to you by Parmar Stores. Because if there's not a Parmar store near you, there will be soon. Pittsburgh Panthers, the backyard brawl, the Mountaineers. Oh, it was right there. It was there, ready for the taking. A great atmosphere, 70-plus thousand, the largest Pittsburgh crowd ever, one of the largest TV shows on ESPN in the last 5 years. Great opportunity. But it's not all bad news when you lose, because the Mountaineers did enough. And I watched around the TV world of football, and I saw the respect come from a lot of announcers that the Mountaineers were legit. And I know they're legit because I watch. And that was a mighty backyard brawl. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. Pat Narduzzi said it was an average to below average game for the Pittsburgh Panthers. Well, you're looking at a team that won the ACC last year and pretty much got manhandled in numerous ways. Yeah, the Mountaineers had self-inflicted wounds. They dropped pass that went pick six the other way. It's pretty self-inflicted. He's wide open. He's caught 9 other balls. So, again, bad timing. What a game you played. Hey, Bryce Ford Wheaton, DFW, what a game you played. What a season you're about to have. I trust in what I know. I trust in God, man. Stay healthy. Going to have a great year. You're special. But when you look at that, you say, hey, what are you talking about? Well, I'm looking at a defensive line for the Pittsburgh Panthers. Everybody said, every talking head, including myself, I think, yeah, myself, every talking head said it was a strength, certainly of their defense, maybe of their team. That defensive line, those linebackers, that box, that 0 or 1 pressure coming at you, 4, 5, 6, 7 defenders coming at the offense, trying to block it. Average last year, almost 4 sacks per game. Second in the nation. Gave up 90 yards in the run, under 100 yards in the running game on average. These same guys that the Mountaineers just went and put 179 yards on. Well, if you look back to the offensive line last year, they averaged 90. So against one of the best defensive lines and boxes, let's say box, because I like the box. Remember the boxes? Yeah. Even though they had safeties up there. I mean, the box, right? The Mountaineers did good stuff and scored. Again, self-inflicted wounds. They will get better. But don't tell me that wasn't a heavyweight fight, a backyard brawl. I'm going to give Pittsburgh Panthers all the due credit because they stood up and they swung punches too, and they landed blows. See, a heavyweight fight is not about looking like you come out, shining clean. A heavyweight fight, if you ever looked at the great ones, the Frazier's, the Ali's, right? You ever looked at them? They come out bloody. And that's exactly what happened to both teams. coming out bloody. Oh, that actually was fun to watch. It was tough. It was physical. Too many mistakes tackling for the Mountaineers on defense. Oh, open field tackling. You heard Neil Brown say that's one of the best things that he's been doing since he's been here. So they better get back to work because there's some tackling there that wasn't been up to Mountaineer standards. Offensive line, times, pressure. Tight ends giving in. Running backs giving up pressure. But again, Pitt brought so much all the time. All the time. Drop balls. Can't have all those drop balls. 6 is too many. 1's too many. If it's in your hands, it should be caught. And that's just that, and we're not going to make excuses. But what we are going to do is we're going to get fired up. I'm going to tell you why we're going to get fired up. Because I saw things on offense, defense, and special teams that I've never witnessed on Neil Brown's teams thus far. And what do you mean by that? I'm talking about an offensive line that fought their cans off, that fought like the devil himself trying to win. They didn't win every time. Again, you don't do it at heavyweight bouts. But they fought with grit. How many times have you seen an offensive line the last few years fight with grit and passion? Well, they did. How about that defensive line fighting with grit and passion? The linebackers, Lee Koba, 10 tackles, double-figure tackles in his first game with the Mountaineers. Wow. Dante Stills, the WolfMan's calling preseason. We called it. Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year. Dante Stills. Neil Brown in his press conference said it was the best game in Dante's career. Quote that. It's special teams. When's the last time you saw a punt block? When's the last time you saw a punt down inside the 1? 3 times inside the 20. Oliver Straw, 41+ yards per punt, average. Not bad. It's a start. Not bad for your first game. Big lights, bright city, big TV, huh? How about this? How about talking 12+ yards, punt returns? 2 of them. 2 of them averaging 12.5. When's the last time you saw that? When's the last time you saw Mountaineers going in there, really going in with authority and a battle and a mindset to storm the keep, to storm the castle, break down the drawbridge, break it down, run, break those gates? That was the attitude I saw. And it started with all 3 phases of the game. And it went through with attitude, and I appreciate it. Mountaineers came up short, man. No apologies, no nothing. That's what happens heavyweight fights. You lay it on the line. Sometimes you win them, sometimes you don't. It's time to start winning, especially with this group. I'm excited to see the rest of the season. Because if this group doesn't get better from here and move on up, well, then that will be a disappointment because they can. And I think with their leadership, honestly, swear to goodness, they can do it because they have leaders that are tough. Oh, yes. And let's just throw this out there. Pat Narduzzi, head coach of the Pittsburgh Panthers. I respect you, man, as football. I respect the fact that you are gutsy on defense and you make your defensive backs play all that man coverage, and you just bring it 4, 5, 6, 7 blitzers, man. You keep bringing the pressure. I respect that. I respect the fact that you hired Frank Signetti Jr., who's had 32 years of coaching, 11 in the NFL, 21 in college. I respect that you guys know football. I will tell you this. You said it was an average game to a below average game. I respect that. You know why? Because you got beat in the box, man. You got beat in one-on-ones. You got beat at different areas of the field. That it was just an average game. To the ACC champions, the Pitt Panthers, coming back with 15 returning starters, something like that. With the quarterback from USC. you guys came back and it's below average game or average game to you because you know what? You know you shouldn't have won. You know that. I know you know that. It's all right. You'll never hear this probably. Maybe you will. I don't know. I'm a Wolfley. I have Wolfley ties in Pittsburgh. But I'll tell you this. You know, man, we know Mountaineers should have won that game. Self-inflicted wounds. But here's the deal. We can lose a game and live with that. Can you live with being out tough? Can you live with being out executed? Can you live with being out punched? Let's say defensive line held that offensive committee, running backs, to 1.9 yards per rush. Those 5 offensive starters, but they brought in a 6th offensive lineman, and sometimes a 7th, because they didn't have the tight ends they wanted. So they brought in this offensive line to run the ball, average 1.9 yards per rush. Or that the offense gave up 5 sacks. These are all 5 returning starters from the ACC championship team. Do you think Dante Stills kicked your guys' can? Do you think JJ, Jordan Jefferson, kicked your can, Pat? Or your center's can? Taj Alston. How about Sean Martin, young buck, getting his first sack of the season? Was that against your guys? Your 5 returners, old team? So when he sat there and said that you had an average to below average game, yeah, you did. Because the Mountaineers actually took it to you. Yes, and you won. I give you full props. Let's see where the season goes, and let's see what happens down the road. I don't have a crystal ball, but I can't wait. Let's get into the offense. Of course, the offense. JT Daniels. Yeah, man. Wow. What can I say about JT Daniels? I watched him play. He had 214 yards passing. 6 drop balls against him. You know, I watched him stand in there. He had pressure. Well, I mean, as he said it himself, 4, 5, 6, 7 defensive players coming at him. Whew. I'll tell you what, that's a long game, man. That's a long game for any quarterback, regardless that he hadn't played in a year. But JT Daniels, who stood up there after the game, outside of those white lines, outside of them, and took the same heat and said, you know what? There's a new sheriff in town, and it's me as a leader of the offense and also as a leader of this team. But you know what? I've got my guys' backs. The mistakes that we all made together will be fixed. He didn't say they can be. Easily, he said, because that's the way he thinks. And new sheriff in town, he's got his teammates' backs. Do you not think that offensive line, when JT said, you know what, I have full control of protections, and I'm the one who calls them. And when you have 4, 5, 6, 7 guys rushing the ball, and guess what? It's not all the offensive line's fault. I mean, there was a sack given up by a running back, sack given up by a tight end. Sure, there were 7 pressures. But when you bring that many guys over and over again, quarterback's going to get hit. What's amazing to me is watching JT Daniels in the pocket under pressure. Let's watch.
Hi, my name is Wyatt Milam, and I'm from Canova, West Virginia. When I'm back home in Canova, you will find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that golden boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
And if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
All he does is catch the football. That is beautiful. That's why I came to West Virginia, man.
Ding dong, the witch is dead in Arizona.
It's a totally energized Heinz Field, the power of the Renegade song.
The backyard brawl, man, against Pitt. Look at that. Oh, there's Ron Wolfley.
Wow! They came after Donovan McNabb, went after him. They played to win the game.
Everybody's going bonkers, even the referees.
Oh, those look like some sticky gloves right there. We talk about 50-50. Right now it's 50-50. Who's going to get it?
Game came with cover zero. Man across the board.
Pick up a flag because, hey, and then with the Renegade song, even flags don't count.
They're going to get an Italian army behind them right there, just like Franco Harris.
My goodness, that is pure guts.
Give me a pepperoni roll, man. I want you to watch JT here. He's going to go ahead, and what's he going to do? He's got to drop the football. He's got to keep his eyes downfield, and he's going to go ahead and throw the ball outside. Incredible throw. Moving outside the pocket, on the run, across his body, Bryce Ford Wheaton, BFW. Roll it. There you go. Look at this. He drops it. Still poised in the pocket. That pressure's coming for the Panthers. Look at that throw. 25 yards down the field. Wow. Check this out. Look at the Pitt Panthers. Look, they got 6 guys coming. 6 coming there. He has the composure, the poise. He makes the throw. Outside shoulder. That is pressure. That is toughness. He's got it going on. How about this next play coming up? 3 guys. JD's back in the pocket. 3 Pitt Panthers there. Sam James makes the catch. Look at this. Pressure in the end zone, poise, getting hit. 2 Panthers drop on his leg. Sam James catch, first down. Now, how about this? You think he's tough? Look at that. Oh, my. Throw to Bryce Ford Wheaton. You don't think he sees that linebacker coming? That linebacker coming right down the middle. Check this out in slow motion. You see JT Daniels gives the fake. Oh, he stands right in there. That is some bravery like you haven't seen bravery. I challenge anyone, including myself, you go ahead, you execute that throw, and don't even flinch going backwards. JT Daniels, one tough son of a gun. What's his accuracy like? What's his touch? He's taking some hits. He said that he went ahead and he signaled to Bryce Ford Wheaton that both of those touchdowns were just signals, just making changes. He saw the defense. He saw the one-on-one. Roll it. You got to like that. The touch. Look at that back shoulder, man. Oh, that's a touchdown. You see the bunch into the sideline. I love this. This is a screen to Caden Prather. Now, Caden Prather had 2 receptions in the game. The Mountaineers definitely have to get him more touches because he's an athlete. Roll it. Gets a snap, makes a throw. That's a cat right in there, man. He covers 30 yards with a few strides. That is pretty special. All right. So JT Daniels, Mountaineer Nation, I really think that you need to get behind this guy. The players, rally around your guy. Catch those balls. Go extra effort. Block extra effort for this guy. Run extra hard for this guy, for your team. Because I think this guy is going to do it all for you. And that's something I didn't know before going into this game, but something I feel now after the game. And they got 11 guys on offense doing that. That's pretty special. So, watching JT Daniels, I think this offense is going to rally around him, and he's going to rally right back at them. And this offense is only going to get better and better, more confident. And when you're more confident, what happens? You get tougher. You get that confidence that, yes, this is going to happen. Yes, I expect this to happen. And yes, I will catch that dang ball. And yes, I will block that person longer. And yes, I will run that ball harder. And that's what happens when an offense gets excited, has the leader, and the leader's got their back and follows them. Speaking of offense, let's talk about this offensive line and the rushing. Now, last year, they only averaged about, I think it was 80 or 90 yards per game. 179 against the Pitt Panthers, who only gave up 90 yards on average last year per game. The blitz was there, the battle in the box was tight. Now, It wasn't a perfect game, but it was a bloody game. It was a bloody knuckles game. I'll even give you, there's some bloody elbows going on there, some bloody biceps, some bloody noses, some bloody all around because it was a tough fought battle. Let's take a look here at the offensive line. Let's take a look now. Tony Mathis averaged 4.5 yards per rush. He had 16 carries, 71 yards, tough fought yards. Roll it. You see Tony here? He gets the ball, breaks to the outside, cuts it up. He's right out. Look at that. Breaks to the tackle, keeps going. 4 guys bring him down. You got to look. Oh, look at that. First down, man. There you go. Nice blocking push. Look at the push by the offensive line. Did you see the push? The yellow helmets were going backwards. And how about this? I know you're all looking for this. The C.J. Donaldson. You know what's really cool about this is J.T. Daniels was looking, and he could see, and he made some checks to actually get the ball to C.J., who had, of course, 7 carries, 125 yards, and just ripped off some big, big runs. Roll it. Look at this. Wow, look here. Look. This is good stuff. Look at the push here in the offensive line. I do not see any Pitt guys coming across the line of scrimmage except for who? Michael Laughlin going here with this Pitt Panther who's supposed to. That is the counter, man. Look at this big cat run. Great job, C.J. Donaldson. Well, is he a freshman? Ooh, look at this right here. That is nice. That is good, man. Good stuff here. Going there, breaking through the box. Again, here you go. What's CJ? Oh, he's got to get the touchdown. Look at the push. Drive. Now, that's a battle in the box. That's a team last year that gave up 2 yards per rush. That's a great job by the Mountaineers. Going to see again the tight end coming across right there. It's a split zone. Oh, CJ Dowson, rip it up. Ripping up that box of Panthers. First down. Oh, I know it. I just take a look at his helmet. There you go. Look at the blocking, the push right there. He sees it. That is great vision by a running back. Great speed for 240 pounds. Go ahead. Watch it here. Tony Mathis coming off. Again, it's a split zone. Tight end goes across. And watch TM run, man. That is a good run. That is hard running by Tony. Good job. Congratulations. Again, you see CJ again making the run, and he's going 240 pounds. Go, big man, go. Oh, those Pitt Panther DBs getting a little tired of 240, man. 240. Yeah. Look, did you see the hole, by the way? That's an offensive line. Is that an offensive line that's not going to have success? No. And you saw the running backs and the offensive line with the push they had against the Panthers. And again, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say it's a heavyweight fight. There's negative plays by the offensive line, by the tight ends, by the running backs, but you're going to have that in a backyard brawl, in a true heavyweight fight. I'm really proud of you guys. I'm telling you, very few teams are going to have that type of defensive box, bringing all those guys up. You wait and see. You might not believe me now, but only I and Pat Narduzzi know, because Pat knows that the Mountaineers took it to his Pittsburgh Panthers, and that made him feel a little uneasy. Talk about this defense. Pat Narduzzi, you really want to feel uneasy? How about this defensive front? Backers, the Bandits, the Mike, the Will, defensive line, coming up, safeties, getting in the box, causing all kinds of havoc for this veteran offensive line of 5, 6, and at times 7 offensive linemen out there. Oh, you know what? And if that defensive performance can happen in the box against some teams here, it's gonna be lights up. Dante Stills, in the WolfMan's call in the preseason, I have it on tape, so I'll back it up. But we put Dante Stills as the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year. Now, I'm not a genius. I am not even a seer. I don't have a crystal ball. But what I do know is talent and desire. And when I see desire and hunger match up with talent, then I understand what's about to happen. And what's about to happen is that Dante Stills is going to go on a tear. What did you say, Wolf? I said a tear. Man, I'll tell you what. And here's the great thing about it is not only is Dante going to succeed because Taj Alston and Jordan Jefferson and Sean Martin and all those guys getting involved are giving him room to make his stuff work. He's also doing the same for them so that they can go out and perform. Sean Martin getting a sack there on defense. Yeah, man. That's another West Virginian. That's another young man who looks like he's still in 10th grade with that really cute baby face. Handsome now. And I know because I had it back in the day. Why do you think I have a beard? They have that cute baby face, but their bodies say different when they're on the football field. And that cute face is hidden by a helmet and a mask. You don't know what's coming at you, but a big dude that's tough as nails, a monster, if you will. But let's take a look here at some of the defensive line. Dante Stills, 1.5 sacks. I think he had 2.5 TFLs. He just did things that I could see are going to really pay off here in the long run. And Jordan Jefferson, talk about strong. I mean, you have Zach Frazier, who's the strongest, certainly on the offense, in the offensive lineman, and you got Jordan Jefferson, the strongest in the defense. And I'm not sure who's stronger between the two of them, but those guys are going at each other all the time. I mean, that really, really predicts and showcases two studs and predicts a good outcome this season. But let's take a look here at the defensive line. Now,
where do the true gold and blue faithful go for the best in beer, burgers, pizza, wings, and more? It's the Mountaineer Tap House on the Evansdale campus. Mountaineer Tap House features well over 40 craft beers on tap, plus the best appetizers, salads, burgers, wings, pizza, and tacos the University City has to offer. Enjoy their exclusive craft cocktails too. Dine on the balcony or chill out inside with walls and walls of TVs. Follow Mountaineer Tap House on social media. Mountaineer Tap House, second floor above the Parmar store on the Evansdale campus.
We're seeing here Dante Stills, Jordan Jefferson, Sean Martin, and you're going to see Linnell Carr right here as the bandit. And extra lows coming over here because why? Is they have extra offensive lineman here as a tight end. Okay, so they're actually in what do you call 21 personnel because there's supposed to be a tight end and 2 backs, 21, right? Because it's right here next to the goal line. Watch the push. Look at that. Again, look at Jordan Jefferson right there. This is good stuff now. Look at this right here. You see him. Okay, and they are doing the push. Who's getting pushed, the Panthers or the Mountaineers? It's the Panthers, and guess what? It's a tackle. It's a TFL, baby. Now, again, the Mountaineers had 5 sacks, and Jared Bartlett was a rage on getting trouble for those outside tackles, all that. Good job, JB. And just watch it here. Roll it. There you go. Coming around the pressure. Getting the pressure, force it up in the pocket, contain. Look at that contain right there. That contain. Dante got involved. JB, look at this again. Watch right here. You see this contain? Oh, look at that. Again, what have I said before? If the guys aren't in contain, you got out here and here, he can't go anywhere there. So it's containment, sack, slow us down. Yeah, we'll think twice about West Virginia next time. Watch the outside rushes here, Dante, and do the pressure so that Slovis has to step up. And there comes JB again. Jared Bartlett had 3 sacks against Virginia Tech last year, and then he didn't really have any more for the rest of the season. He is ready to go. I think he's going to be more than one game guy, and he's hungry. Roll it. There you go. Slovis is going to feel the pressure on the outside from Dante. He steps up. Look at JJ there, right? JJ coming in. He tries to step up, but look who's there coming on the defensive pass rush. They axe there. You see this? That's an axe between the Bandit and, of course, Koba, the Mike Backer. Sack. Davis Ballinger coming up. He's going to put pressure to the outside. He's going to come back. He gets him to step up. That's Slovis I'm talking about, and he's going to come back and make the hit. Wow. Roll it. There you go. You see it come to the line of scrimmage, gets around the running back, comes back, and he gets the hit, and Slovis goes down again. Fired up young freshman. I look again. Nice job. Makes him step up. Trying to extend the play. Not happening. Now, those...
Hello, my friends. I'm the Wolfman Dale Wolfley, coming to you from the WolfMan's Call. And I am jacked up and fired up to tell you about the new company, Artisan Grange, the company that offers the switch to hemp, just the dip. Do it the AGC way. No tobacco, no nicotine. 100% hemp flower in a hemp pouch, including 9 different flavors, all traceable to the farm. What are you waiting for? All you dippers, all you chewers, switch to hemp. Artisan Grange Company, hemp. Man, knock the tobacco out, knock the nicotine out. Get healthy.
For all the good things that the Mountaineers were doing the defensive line and controlling the line of scrimmage. They shut them down. They did a good job. But what happened was that Slovis threw the ball, made some completions, but after the completions, the open field tackling hurt the Mountaineers in the secondary. They got a lot of extra yards. Slovis had 308 yards of passing, and I'd say probably, I'm going to say 100, came after the first open field missed tackle. Now, there were a couple times in the box, I'll say it, in the red zone, when that running back and offensive line got into the defense, and they pushed him back a bit, a couple times. Little disappointing in that red zone when I saw those pushes. But remember this, overall, 1.9 yards per rush. In the secondary, not so much. Let's take a look. These are some of the things that Neil Brown talked about that they've been excellent at, is the open field tackling. Well, I think with some of the transfers coming in, they have to get used to that speed with Power 5. And remember, you have to always use fundamentals. Fundamentals are where it's at, especially when it comes to open field tackling. Let's check it out. Here's a prime example of poor tackling after the catch. 1 and 2. You're going to see McCormick and you're going to see Floyd not be ready with fundamentals, break it down in the open field, and make the tackle. Because if you make the tackle, they don't get the 40-plus yards afterwards. Here we go. Roll it. Going to see here. Play action. Slovis throws the ball. Right there, stop. That is the 45-yard line. 2 tackles were missed. When you come in here and look at this, you have 1 and 2. 45 yards later, 44 yards later. Good job here by Aubrey Burks, making the play, getting him before the touchdown. But again, so Slovis had 308 yards on that last play, but 40-plus yards after the tackle didn't help. How about this? This is a simple swing pass. Now, this is a busted assignment somehow. So, again, it's new guys coming in, getting used to it. But after the first ability to tackle, what happens? Roll it. It's a swing pass to the running back. There you go. He gets it at the 37-yard line. Well, 2 guys, missed opportunity. Wow. So the last thing on defense I want to get to that I did not like, and I'm going to say this about every college team that I watched this past weekend. Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and even Monday. That was a great run of football, by the way. But what I didn't like is that defenses are really losing contain to the quarterbacks and letting them run or extend the plays with throws downfield. I think you've seen this. I know that the Mountaineers did it to the Panthers, and here's, of course, the Panthers, Slovis, doing it to the Mountaineers. Roll it. There he goes. Play action pass. Nobody's open. He gets out. The containment is lost. You can see there is no containment to the outside. I'm not going to pick out who it should be. It's going to be one of those 2 guys should have containment, while the other one's coming underneath and inside for the fill those lanes. But somebody's got to have containment so he cannot slip out. I'm talking about Slovis and make that first down too easy. Marquise Floyd, I got an idea about missing a tackle across the middle. Can happen to anybody, right? Makes it good. Well, here's a point where I want to show. We also show the good, the bad, maybe the ugly, sometimes the silly, but we're going to give credit where credit is due. And that's what the Wolfman's call is all about. But for the big hit of the Pittsburgh Panthers of the week, a hit that I could have probably given to numerous people, Marquise Floyd coming in with his first game with the Mountaineers is going to let the receiver know, guess what? Don't come in my area. Roll it. The pass. Yeah. Oh, Marquise. Yeah, man. Welcome in to WVU. You can see it here. Oh. Check it out. There it comes. One more time. Three's a charm. Bam! Boom! And all the good stuff in between. That's right. Give it a flex, young man. Give it a flex. And that, my friends, is it for the first Wolfman's Call for the Pitt Panthers Review. Brought to you by Parmar Stores. Because if there's one not by you now, there will be soon, and probably 2, 3, and 4 or more. And, of course, brought to you Artisan Grange Company. Switch to hemp. Just the dip. Do it the AGC way, man. That's right. Knock the tobacco out. Knock the nicotine out. Get healthy. Artisan Grange Company hemp. Offense, defense, special teams. All improved. Expecting big things. Losing time stops now. The winning time begins. Let's go, Mountaineers. Beat the Kansas Jayhawks. Hail West Virginia.